Thoughts on Ender's game plan coming in?
Yeah, I'm not sure about game plan. Looks like he's gonna go with Hog Earthquake. I know Yuya is such a great player. It's hard to try and figure out even what decks you want to be playing against him. Looks like he is gonna be going with RG here, going against a Hog Rider Mighty Miner deck. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this. I feel like this is just not it. I feel like RG is not going to be the deck that helps you in a matchup like this.
Drill, Mighty Miner, the drill carrier with Hog Rider, not the most common of champion matchups, and a fairly interesting one overall. But of course, probably happy to have the Mighty Miner against a Royal Giant.
Yeah, the Mighty Miner is so good. Yuya does have the E-Spirit and the Fisherman to try and negate the Mighty Miner. If he can protect it well, I think he should have some really good success on defense. And he also has the Royal Delivery. Royal Delivery is going to be super useful against those Archer Queens and big Royal Giant pushes. And then the Mortar to finish it off. Just one of the most healthy buildings in the game to tank as long as possible.
Royal Giant in with the Ghost, and the drill comes down. Fisherman doesn't pull the Mighty Miner off of the Royal Giant, so Royal Giant does go down fairly quickly this time around. 2097 damage on that left-hand tower, gets in fairly nicely, but could have been a whole lot more if the Fisherman did its job.
Absolutely, and I really like the patience from Ender to make sure that's what happened. I feel like he could have gotten himself in a spot where he would have taken a lot more damage if that Fisherman did pull that Mighty Miner. And he does come through with a very nice hog hit, courtesy of that pre-log. So Ender's playing very well right now.
Ender does play a lot of drill, or a lot of hog, but tends to go with Valkyrie or a Hog X NATO variation for his hog play. Very interesting to see the Mighty Miner choice in this matchup out of Ender, and so far it's working out well enough to keep him in the matchup, but that defensive lightning shuts down that push, and while this delivery will do its job, it's also going to leave a slight elixir advantage to Yuya, who tries to pressure it, does not get the Archer Queen connection though.
Absolutely. I think a slight mistake we just saw there. If you're going to let that E-Spirit connect, you might as well activate the King Tower. Obviously, the King Tower is not very useful against Royal Giant as a win condition, but you never know if you might have to ignore a Ghost in the ops lane or something like this. Could always be useful. Hog not able to get hit here. I disagree with going for a Hog in a situation like this. This is a monster push now. Royal Delivery, though, once again, just going to come down and kind of wipe everything out. And that last mortar shot is going to finish it off, even wasting a log here. I don't even think Ender realized how lucrative that Royal Delivery would be.
And now switching lanes is Yuya, and the Mighty Miner stays on the RG. Nice little reset there, and turns the Mighty Miner off, but still not going to be enough to get that Royal Giant to break through. Final 90 seconds here, or final 83 now at this point, and that Mighty Miner is proving to be a huge factor.
Another Royal Delivery coming down. This is a very close game. Ender is cycling some EQs there. I really like that. He needs to be doing that now as early as possible, because once it heads into this triple elixir, the lightning obviously being one of the heaviest spells, one of the spells that do the most damage to the towers. So when it gets later in this match, in this triple elixir, the spell cycle will definitely be in Yuya's favor.
Ender making a mature decision there, knows he needs to defend the left-hand lane more than the right, so chooses to eat a bit of damage there while getting the Archer Queen off the board in the end, but now starting to pile up here. Delivery comes down on the Royal Giant, lightning in. Can RG break through for a damage on the tower? Does not get the shot. 1539 to 1391. 30 seconds left.
Those musketeers at the top of the map there are so important, just preventing any sort of lightning value. Very nice push here. Will the Hog connect? No, the Archer Queen is gonna... No, it does not. The pre-log comes in and stuns that Archer Queen just enough and takes out that E-Spirit. So the Hog does connect. Only 12 seconds left. Can Yuya get anything going right now to clutch up this game?
Cannot stop the Hog. Will the RG do enough? Fisherman not going to get in there in time. Hog Rider gets the shot. Game number 1 goes to Ender, who is now 1 win away from $20,000 and a flight to Finland.
Wow, that's got to be a lot of pressure. But even more pressure on Yuya here. He needs to win this match or he's completely eliminated. And there's no more second chances.
Ender's been playing drill pretty consistently in these dual mode matchups. I mean, many players have, no questions there. But Ender in particular has been looking at drill, so we'll see if that's the direction he goes here. And
Wow.
right out the gate, first play.
You called it.
There you have it.
You guys got a very nice counter at the Skeleton King. Only problem with the Skeleton King as your main drill counter, though, is it is a champion and it can be very hard to cycle back to it, since you can only cycle back to a champion after it's died. Skeleton King getting even more value than expected, taking out that Dark Goblin and popping this ability using the souls from Ender's skeleton army. And a lava in the back from Yuya. These wall breakers came down at a nice moment, but he played them slightly too early, and only one of them are going to connect. So you guys got to be feeling pretty happy about that.
And now Ender's switching lanes against the Lava Hound. And you see the Inferno Tower now coming down. That'll be nice for him to have. And a great distraction with the Skarmy. Interesting variation on drill here with the Skarmy in the mix. Talk to me a little bit about how Ender should be playing this one, right? Some decks you need to go same lane as Lava Hound. Some decks you go opposite lane. This one we've seen him opt to now go away from that left-hand lane, even though, of course, his right-hand tower is the one that's got more damage on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you hit the nail. I think going ops lane is really good because not only do you not add to your opponent's counter push, but you also force Elixir in the opposite lane. And the only way Yuya's ever going to even think about breaking through this Inferno Tower is if you can create a monster push with like Lava and Skeleton King plus ability with Miner, Skelly Drags, everything. And if he is pressuring the opposite lane, you know, Yuya's not going to be able to make that happen. And that Inferno Tower is going to shred everything every single time because Yuya does not have a reset in his deck here. Only arrows for this last card, I believe.
And big pressure right at the bridge here with the Skeleton King plus the Skarmy, but Inferno Dragon immediately replies and just erases that entire push.
Yeah, I think he was trying to predict a Lava Hound in the back at that perfect moment. If Yuya did go with the Lava Hound in the back during that moment, he probably would have won the game, but now he's in a situation where he has to defend quite a bit, and Yuya's kind of got some nice momentum right now. He does miss the Fireball in this Dark Goblin, though. I don't even think the Fireball is necessary. I think that was your moment that you need the Lava Hound back and get a big push going.
And now Wall Breakers in. Tombstone will pick up. A lot of expenditure there to deal with the drill, but will turn into a decent counter push, 1782 to 1859 with the healthy Skeleton King coming down the left-hand lane for Yuya. Decides to go with the Inferno Dragon, and this is a hard question now for Yuya is, what's the timing for that Lava Hound push, knowing that Ender's just sitting on the Inferno Tower?
Yeah, I find it really fascinating. As you can notice here, he's actually not going for Lava. It's almost as if he's switching his gameplay to a minor control with this Fireball last card. He does go with the Lava at the bridge right now. Inferno does come down. I think it's going to be a really nice play nonetheless, because this Fireball has to come on the Skeleton Dragons. Wow, I expected some more pressure there. Maybe he didn't have his Miner in cycle or anything to support it, really.
Skeleton King in the back for Ender. Gonna go ahead and pick up those souls, and that bar just about full. There we go. Does he pop it in time to get in front of the Inferno Dragon? And not quite.
Yeah, we can't be seeing these missed Fireballs in these Dark Goblins. Look how Ender's just taking full advantage of that, stacking these Dark Goblins. The drill's connecting, the Wall Breakers are connecting. Yuya just does not have the Elixir to deal with this pressure after missing these Fireballs.
And this might be the end here, and it is. Ender, the 2-0 on Yuya, and he just punched his ticket. We have our 15th world finalist from out of nowhere. Ender with a phenomenal...